Hey, I'm here to say some wins, and some wins I am winning in. And despite whatever the devil's opinion is, or whatever the demons say in me to stop, or that I am too much or not enough, I've been able to pivot and stay with persistence. That God has a mission for me, that I'm on my mission, that things are working out so great for me, that of course I could be afraid of the things people may say, and it may be that it's, oh my God, he should be better, or oh my God, how dare he be that much, you know? So grateful for everything I'm willing to do to bootstrap. I'm so grateful for all the opportunities I have in my life, for the unrecognizable self that my 19-year-old kid would look at me and be like, wow, you get to be strong when you're older? We get to be strong, Joey. Hey, we get to be bold. We get to say shit that we never thought we would say. We get to say shit, and people who thought that by saying shit they wouldn't love us still do, some of them, and some of them they don't. And we can love them and say, oh, fuck off then if you don't love me for just saying a word, you know? With love. It's okay, you know? I had a teacher who said recently, I hate when people aren't gracious to people who make mistakes. I hate people, is what he said. This guy, he's awesome, he's dope. He said, I hate people who aren't gracious when others make mistakes. And to up-level this, I think it's actually more true in heart to say, I hate when people. I hate when people. I hate when because I know I am not always. I hate when anyone. I don't like. It's okay. Everything is all right and pivotable and upgradable. And we can understand, even though it isn't perfect to say, that what he means is just fine. And he would be fine with me up-leveling him and to say, you don't hate people that do that. You hate when people do that, including yourself. Because he actually mentioned in the same conversation a time where he actually went after a member on his team that he's like, dude, I thought we were like on the same team. And the guy said, you didn't even ask me what was going on. And he was like, oh dude, what's going on? He's like, my mom's about to die. And he was like, I felt like such an asshole, the guy said, you know? So in some way he wasn't gracious. And does he hate people who does that? No, he doesn't hate himself. In fact, he stands for being of positive regard to yourself no matter what. And no matter what, actually, positive regard for yourself. Recognizing also yourself as a rascal too, for sure. You know, despite the fact that you shouldn't be a Mormon because you're growing up in the Bible Belt and you're supposedly worshiping the devil. I'm talking about myself, growing up in the Texas Bible Belt. People told me I was a member of a cult that was worshiping the devil. They thought literally that we were like in our temples going like, devil, devil, devil. Somebody told me that. That's not true. We don't do that. It is a cult. Everything's a cult. That is for sure. And that's fine for me to say. And it's fine for you to say, no, it's not. Technically, the definition is different than that. Okay, tell me your definitions. And by your definitions, I'm sure you make sense actually. But by the recognition that the word cult is like the word culture, it's like the word cultivate, it creates a character. It's attempting to cultivate a character in relationship to a social game that is in dynamic tension with your sovereign self's capacity to be itself in a dynamic dance with social forces. Then later, you know, so hey, shouldn't be a Mormon. Later, shouldn't leave the Mormon. Now you're apostate. And the proof of the fact that you shouldn't leave will be the fact that look how bad your life is. Because there'll be all this like, again, social tension set up. And often it does be that way for at least a little while. But then there can be a catch up. You can catch up. Let's see. So blessed to recognize that even when I feel stressed, usually that's the voices of some deming that, oh my God, not gonna work. And emotions are convincing, you know, they can't. It's like when it's great, we feel like it's always been great, and anytime it seemed it wasn't, that was a lie. And when it's not good, it seems like, oh my God, anytime I was excited was a lie. For me, I know it can be that way. It has been that way, bipolarly at times. So I'm attempting to, and it's working. when it's working. Playfully, let's see, working. When I'm on the ship of my relation with my creator in creation, creating myself creatively, saying to those voices, bro, it's okay, man. You're just going through a little bit of up and down, man. You know, a great opportunity is when you talk to cashiers. If you're like me, you talk to cashiers a few times a day regularly, at least a few times a week for sure, most people. And what do? They ask you how you're doing. It's a great opportunity to get to play. If you happen to notice that you are in a mood, the voices that are deeming that, oh my God, this and that, and oh my God, whatever, you know. It's an opportunity to get to be honest and to up-level the conversation, to give the person you're talking to a little bit of a tool to up-level themselves. You know what? Thanks for asking. Every day, many emotions. It'll probably change in a little bit. And they may or may not get it, but in some ways I'm saying that when I notice I can't have their question get to tickle me. How are you doing? I'm doing by the means of the power of the sun, feeding all the plants that all the animals eat. How you doing? Best day of my life so far. Oh wow, that's great. Yeah, actually I'm kind of getting tired of it. Yeah, I'm like, you know, what's a guy got to do to get a bad day around here? I mean, this place is so great. This is where I feel like playing with sincere, silly sarcasm can up-level us to spread the good news. What is the good news? It's good. The news is good. It's great. We don't have to take the scripts that the fearmongers say. We can stop listening to the scary scripts. If you're anything like me, then probably you remember most of your life the social scripts that so often been, oh my God, things are getting worse, and then things are getting worse. Yeah, but have you heard the good news? Spread it. What is it? It's good. What's good? The good news is good. Oh my God, people are starting to understand each other. People are starting to let things go a little bit more. People are now, breathe with me, right now, uplifting. The good news, playfully. I got a great message from a friend and a client who I served at an event called Let Love Guide You 2 weeks ago. I got a message from her last night saying that the session I did with her for body work was the best session she's ever had. She's been pain-free since then. Just spreading my wins. Have me know what are yours. If you're wondering, if you're listening for places to put your energy to succeed with, I have some opportunities in Utah for a team of sales that's awesome, and all over the nation for an opportunity that's awesome. Difficult if you haven't done sales before. It'll be without a team. You'll be solo selling. But if you have done sales before, you can just put in a week here and there, almost anywhere in the nation, and pick up some cash for yourself. It's been real awesome for me being able to currently pivot back and forth between occasionally request energy for bodywork sessions and then putting in a week or two of work, picking up cash, being able to spend that and invest that into passion projects that'll eventually that are leading me to assets that will serve humanity in ways that are big, broad, specific, and personal to who I am, to the alchemy of my shit turning into a flower, the poison I've drank turning into power, the lockdown and turning into open the fuck up, y'all. All right. Live loud, lean in. Be bold. Listen. Listen to understand. And recognize that you can. You are smart enough to understand whoever you're listening to. Even if you don't agree. Even if you don't agree, actually, you are both intelligent and gracious enough to recognize you can understand. And you got your own personal, patient, persistent character to develop. You're right on track. Reach out to me, say hello, have me know, what's up, bro?